Is your desk a cluttered mess? Well, before the New Year's, let's clear out that chaos and create a workspace that inspires focus and productivity. Hi friends, I'm Simply Sherry, and we are starting a new 5-day mini-series focusing on your workspace. It could be your home office or the place where you go to work. I'm going to help you get it ready so that it will function and serve you better. So here are 5 quick things to clear from your desk for a fresh start before the new year. Number 1, old notes and sticky pads. So a lot of times we write notes to remind us of things on sticky notepads. So I actually have a really cute set of cacti here. And what I found is sometimes I get into this headspace where or this kind of over a span of a few days, I just write my notes there and notes there like it's a reminder, versus actually putting it in my notebook where I check off my to-dos, right? So after a while, what happens with our sticky notes, they're no longer notes, they become to-dos, checklists, our calendar, and they shouldn't be housed there. They should actually go to a calendar, they should actually go into a notebook, they should actually go into a checklist. So go through your sticky notes, any scribbling that you did there, reminders, make sure you transfer those to the appropriate places, whether it's a notebook, a planner, your calendar, things like that. And then go ahead and discard those notes. If there's important stuff in there, make sure you shred them. And I so happened to do mine last night. I had a bunch of dinner guests coming over, and somehow it came upon me like, let me just clean up my sticky notes. And there are so many notes there, like I had already done them, but I didn't scratch them off, or notes where it's like a whole new idea or project and they don't belong in that sticky note. And I made choices and decisions that they weren't important enough projects or things to do that had to go into my planners or my checklist. And it was just kind of like just ideas or thoughts. But I have so many ideas and thoughts and actual projects that I'm working on now that I went ahead and put that, I said, if this was really important, it'll either come back to me. And I made that hard choice. Like, sometimes we have so many ideas and thoughts, like we write everything down, but really they're just passing thoughts, right? And they don't need more time from us. And so what I saw there was there's just a handful of things that were passing thoughts, good things. Maybe at that point I wanted to write it down and it helped, but I have moved on since. And actually a lot of the projects that I do or video ideas, they're all in separate places. So like my job, I have that in a separate notebook. YouTube stuff I have in a separate notebook. Video ideas, I actually use Google Sheets and Google Docs for my scripts and ideas like that. And so everything has a place. And so these, temporary sticky notes, that's the whole point, right? They're temporary. That's why even the stickiness is meant to be peeled off, right? So anything that is temporary, they need to go into the more permanent if they're important enough, and then the rest just toss them. Wait for the end where I will show you a little tour of my desk area if you'd like to see it, but let's move on to the next one. Number 2, unnecessary papers. So these are receipts that you're never going to get a refund for. If there are receipts where you need to be reimbursed, take care of that reimbursement, whether it's you have to take a picture, you scan it, fill out that reimbursement paper, you need your money back. Or there are receipts where you're not going to return the item. I know my daughter has this app, I forgot what it's called, where she takes a picture and she gets points or something for rewards for the receipts. So if there are any receipts for those type of apps, go ahead and take care of that now. All right, loose papers. Sometimes we grab a bunch of, let's say, computer paper and we want to draw something, and then we just kind of leave the rest of it in a little pile over here to your left, right? So go ahead and take that pile of paper that's still good for using as printer paper and put that back in the printer or the copier. Printouts. Sometimes we print things out because we'd rather see it in hard copy form versus on our laptop or computer. And if you've used that already, go ahead and shred it if it's important information, or go ahead and toss it. If you have mail to sort through, go ahead and do that now. Open up those envelopes. Are they things that you need to take action on? Do they need to be shredded, or is it mail that can be recycled? So any other papers that you do not need, shred or recycle them. The rest of them, go ahead and file them. If you do a physical filing system, file them now. If you do a digital filing system, scan them and categorize. For this part, if you feel like it's a little bit overwhelming, categorize. So for example, you may want to just deal with receipts. And if there's receipts that you have to reimburse, receipts that you need a refund for, things like that, maybe for one day, deal with the receipts. And then the next day or even the next week, you can deal with, let's say, the mail. Another way you can tackle paper is having the mindset, inch by inch, it's a cinch. Yard by yard, it gets very hard. So look at your pile of paper and let's say it's 5 inches tall, right? And so if you go inch by inch, so Monday you deal with that 1 inch, Tuesday another inch. By Friday you would have gone through that paper, right? Or if you want to do 1 inch per week, in 5 weeks, that pile of paper is going to be gone. So even if it takes you 5 weeks, 1 inch per week, after 5 weeks, it's not there anymore versus letting it sit there and 5 weeks later, it's still there. So let me repeat that. Inch by inch, it's a cinch. Yard by yard, it gets very hard. So tackle your paper today. Excess stationery. So I know I used to have like a nice stationery set and maybe a stapler there and a bunch of pens on my desk. And when I got my new desk, I went ahead and got one where I could put at least one drawer. And this is where I keep my everyday supplies. In fact, actually, when I was looking at it the other day, there's probably a whole bunch of pens here that I can let go of because I don't use it on a daily basis. I mean, I basically use this pen every single day. So think about extra pens, markers, highlighters, glue sticks, any type of office supplies that you may have on your desk, paper clips. I mean, how many paper clips do you actually need? Rubber bands, staple removers, letter openers. You don't need that much to get through your day. So think about your typical day, let's say on a Monday. For me, I get online right away and I try to answer several emails for about an hour or two. Then I move on to my next task. And as you go through your schedule, when do you really need to grab, let's say, paper clips? No matter the size. You know, some of us, we have like the large paper clips all the way to the small ones, even the cute ones. Let me show you my cute ones. You know, like you have those little coffee cups, or look at llamas. So, hey, listen, I appreciate cute paper clips, but having it, that's why I have it in my drawer, because having it on my desk, I really don't use paper clips every single day. In fact, not even every week, but I still like the cuteness and I still would like a paper clip ready when I need one. So for your desk, keep only what you use on a daily basis, and the extras you can donate. Number 4, outdated or duplicate tech accessories. These are the unused chargers, cables, cords, gadgets that you don't remember what they were for or where they came from. So if you have extra chargers, let's say you want to keep one, like I have 2 chargers. One charger sits here on my desk because I use it every single day. I'm always charging something. And then I have a separate charger for my travel bag. And so I don't mix the two, because what has happened before is that I've forgotten my charger when I travel. So I just have a charger just for travel. It sits in my travel bag. It never moves from there. I never let anyone in my household take that, because that's happened before too. And then I go travel and then I'm like, where's my charger, right? And so Those are just little systems that I've put into place where duplicates are worth it for me. And this might be a little project, but sometimes we have a lot of cords or cables and we didn't label them. So I took some time to really label all our cords and the things that were extra, like when you have, so like this is my AirPods case and I have like how many cables that can fit into this particular, I don't know what it's called, input. And so after, I have one for my travel bag, I have an extra one there in my office supplies, and I have one here. I also have one in my junk drawer. So when I'm downstairs, because I do in my kitchen area, if I need to charge my phone, I have something for that. So those are four, not charges, four cords for this particular gadget, and that works for me. So I'm not saying like having more than one is unnecessary. It depends on what you need it for. So for me, if you for something like that scenario where I want one on my desk, an extra one, my travel bag, and downstairs versus grabbing it here and then going downstairs, that is what works for me. So think about what you think would work for you. So if you need four cords, then have four cords. And then sometimes we have gadgets like this. Like this is a clicker for a camera or a phone. And there was a time I had three of these, right? And because sometimes you buy something and then they throw this in, there's like an extra. So I have this one that I keep here because this is where I film when I have a talking head video. This is my home office and YouTube studio. And then I have one extra that is with my office supplies. So even with my office supplies, I do like to have, depending on what it is, a backup. And so let's say for some reason this all of a sudden broke, right? Maybe it dropped and then got run over or smashed or kicked or whatever, right? And then, but I need one that day, I have that extra. So that's how I work. And it might be also something like this. This is a battery charger, and I just have one of these, and I like to keep it here. And the reason I keep it here is that if I know I'm going to be out for a long time for the day and I want an extra charger, meaning I won't really be in the car a lot to charge it there, I go ahead and bring this charger for my phone. Okay. And then sometimes we get a charger, then we change phones, or the phone got changed as far as which one to use. So you don't need that anymore if it doesn't go to your phone, for example. Go ahead and recycle that. And so that would be kind of outdated, right? That would be an outdated gadget. Or if you have a duplicate where, let's say if I have two of these and then I realize, you know what, it's okay for me to just grab it and throw it into my purse. That for some reason works with my mind. Or maybe you want two, one here where you can grab it and go. And like I said, the same thing for your travel bag. You have one in your travel bag. Or you don't keep this at all in your desk area. It stays in your purse or your work bag because that's the only place you think about having something like that there. Number 5, personal items and trinkets. Keep only the photos, decor, things that inspire you the most so that you don't have a desk filled with knickknacks and photos and tchotchkes and, awards and things from whatever trip that you went to. You only need a few or just very little, one or two that really bring inspiration to you. In a little while, I'll show you my desk and the things that inspire me. But here you can see these bookshelves, and I wanted to show you that what I keep here are my absolute favorite photos of my kids, maybe trips that we've taken, things that inspire me, my alma mater stuff, a reminder of my dachshund Molly, and then that's our trip to Japan. And this is actually about travel. That's kind of my globe, the world. And I think that one says be wild and wander. And a couple, my favorite picture of my husband and I when we were younger, favorite picture of my husband and my son. This is a handprint of my daughter and a little poem. and just some books that I like. And so what I have chosen is, you know, as far as like my desk area, aside from the function, I have put here things that, you know, my favorite things. What inspires me are my family, travel, memories. So when you think about your space, whether it's just your desk area or you have bookshelves or a wall or different walls, to really limit and only put the things that really give you inspiration. This is my desk area, and I'm just going to go from left to right, and I definitely like a desk that is L-shaped. This is my iPad. I have my calendar there. That is my view from my second story window. And then here are a couple of things that inspire me. This is a crystal that I got from when we were on a trip to Bisbee. And this is a little paperweight that is from my dad's office. He had passed, and when we were decluttering his home, their home to sell it, this is one of the things that I kept because he's had that since I was a little kid. And then I definitely have a fan here because this room does get warm. And I have my little avocado. That's my co-worker. Just, it's a pencil and eraser, and it just keeps me happy. I love this mug. It's from a friend. They had given it to me for all the volunteer work that I had done, and I love that Morning Beautiful. And this desk is from, I think, Stand Up Desk. I'll link it below. I should probably do a whole video because I absolutely love this desk. Anyway, this is a pop-up plug. And listen, this is the, I mean, if it looks cluttered to you, then it looks cluttered to you. There's nothing that I could do about this. This is I need the plugs all the time. And I could have had the plugs come from underneath, but I just love how this is actually kind of like a pop-up. Okay, so it can go down, or you could take this out, and then I actually have a cup holder there too. So there's some options with this desk, and this is what I chose to have. Was I knew that I would always be plugging something here, which is like my laptop, my AirPods, my phone. This one also goes to the iPad that you saw there earlier. And then this is my laptop, okay, and I have my ergonomic mouse, the mouse pad, and this is for, I usually have a cup of coffee in the morning. And then since I'm filming, this is what it looks like. This is to hold my phone. I just have a book to hold this down, which I wish I could do more entertaining videos, like how to entertain, how to organize, how to set things up, but we'll see how that goes. And then I have my lights here because I'm filming, and this is, there's Zoe. Zoe's taking a nap. She's tired. She went to bed late last night because we all went to bed late. So this is also a guest room, so that's why I have the bed. But this is the view that I have, right? And then what else do I have here? This is my notebook that I take notes in, my pen that I always use. And then I have my cup of water here. Sorry for my lipstick stain there. And then I have 2 mugs there because I tell you, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 places to put drinks. Because sometimes I want a coffee, I want water, I need juice, you know. Whatever you need, you know, put it on your desk. But okay, I'm sitting in my chair, and then when, so you can see what it looks like. That's my gift wrap station behind the door. I have a video for that. And so when I'm done filming, because I'm doing 25 videos in a row for this month. So this has just been out, but once that's done, or sometimes, you know, I film in the kitchen or other parts of the house, these go away. This book goes to the bookshelf here, and then these lights, they, you know, fold down and they go into that corner. That's kind of my camera, my studio lights and all different stuff there. And then I have a TV here. And then I have this section where I have some files, my printer. Yes, I still have the Wii. I won't let that go. I do like a clock there. And just books that inspire me. Harry Potter, Adventure Awaits, little football helmet from my alma mater, some books here. And then I leave that space open because sometimes I eat here, not sometimes, every day I eat here. And I put the plates there, and then when that, then that's my cue, you know, like all my plates and food go here, and then I put that away and take care of that. And then that is my Jungkookie. Hi, Jungkook. And when I'm not filming, I put away the lights in the stand, and it looks like this. Hi, Zoe. And my lights go over there and my stand. So when we talk about clearing out your desk for a fresh start, it doesn't mean just to have your laptop and your lamp, right? That would not be functional for me. But I only have here the things that help me get my work done. So think about, for you, what do you need here for your creativity, for getting through your checklist, for corresponding and communicating with your colleagues. Once you have that set in place and you clear the rest of the stuff that doesn't serve you, you're going to have such a great workspace. Number 1, old notes and sticky pads. Number 2, unnecessary papers. Number 3, excess stationery. Number 4, outdated or duplicate tech accessories. Number 5, personal items and trinkets. If you found something useful in this video to help you have a fresh start in your workspace, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that you can continue to declutter and organize. If you'd like more help, then sign up for my weekly newsletter. It's called Tuesday Transformations. I share how-tos, tips, tools, and encouragement so that you would have less stress and more peace and create a home you love. The link is in the description box below, and when you sign up, you will receive 6 free printables. Don't miss the next one, where I will share 5 things to get rid of in your papers and mail before the new year.